What's up, everyone? Welcome back again to your Heroclix headquarters. So, since we are somewhere in between the release of the Wonder Woman 1984 movie and the Wonder Woman 80th anniversary Heroclix set, I thought what better time than now to talk about the top 5 Wonder Womans in Heroclix. So all my normal rules will apply, that we're going to mainly focus on the regular versions of Wonder Woman, more or less, so the kind of alternate like KC Wonder Woman and all those other type of ones. We're going to save those for another list. So without further ado, let's check out the list. Alright, so coming in at number 5, I have here the Super Friends Chase Wonder Woman from the Batman the Animated Series set. Now, if I'm being completely honest, this one could easily be number 1. This was probably one of the hardest top 5 lists I've had to do. There's lots of really good Wonder Womans out there. Now, the fact that this one can be played at so low points is one of the reasons she could have easily been number 1, because she has only 70 or 30 points. But that's also kind of the reason that I put her at number 5. So we'll just take a quick look here at what she can do. She's got the Trouble Alert come in Wonder Woman. So all the Trouble Alert chases from this set and JLU also had this sideline active trait where friendly characters have free if this character critically missed this turn or made the third attack to miss all opposing characters this turn. Place a character from your sideline that can use the Trouble Alert trait adjacent on its blue starting line, and then at the beginning of your turn, if Wonder Woman started the game from the Trouble Alert trait, roll a d6 on a 4 through 6, deal Wonder Woman 1 unavoidable damage. So this whole Trouble Alert thing kind of rewards you for rolling badly. It's kind of funny, but really useful if you're not doing too good. But then they all also had a negative trait to kind of keep their costs so low. Hers is characters that can use telekinesis modify attack +2 when attacking only Wonder Woman, and characters that can use telekinesis modify defense +2 when Wonder Woman attacks them. That's honestly not too bad. There's much worse ones than that. You know, the characters that can use telekinesis normally are just going to be the kind of cheap support characters, so you don't usually have to worry too much about that if you actually go against, you know, their better characters most of the time. But it is something to try to remember. Now, next, she has this really good special movement power that gives her hypersonic speed, flight, and passenger 2. And Wonder Woman can carry another same-size character with the dolphin symbol in addition to any other carried characters. So it's really cool. You can kind of carry 3 characters this way if one of them has the dolphin symbol. Really good kind of team transport there. But also hypersonic and flight is really nice, you know, move and attack power. Then she also has this really awesome special attack power that gives her free. Choose an opposing character within 5 squares in line of fire that has a character adjacent to it. Roll a d6 for that character and each character adjacent to it. On a 4 through 6, give the character you rolled for an action token. So that's just really good. 50% chance of giving a character an action token as long as they have another character adjacent to them. But you could potentially do a kind of double in cap for free if you roll well enough. So that's really good. And I mean, you only have to roll a 4 through 6. So 50% chance. You don't have to hit an attack roll or anything. And then just the inside of her card there, her normal powers. Here's the dial. No willpower, but again, when the rules change here pretty soon in the Wonder Woman set, that's not going to matter. 10 movement with that hypersonic special to start for 70 points, 11 attack, 18 invulnerability, and 3 damage with shape change. Very solid dial for 70 points. And then for only 30 points, you still get charge, 10 attack with that awesome attack power, 17 toughness, and 3 damage with leadership. So a cheap leadership figure that can be carried around. Or a really strong hypersonic team carry figure. Just really good any way you look at it, honestly. You can keep her on the sideline too, just to call her in. So she's just all around really good. The only reason she's coming in at number 5 for me and not number 1 is just because certain characters like Wonder Woman, Hulk, Thor, Superman, etc. Those are the kind of characters I like to play upwards of 100 to 200 points just because they are so awesome and powerful usually. So for those reasons, she's coming in at number 5. All right, coming in at number 4 here, we have the Trinity War Wonder Woman. Now, spoiler alert, if you guys haven't already seen my top 5 Superman and Batman videos, The Trinity War super rares for them were pretty much my number 1 picks. She's coming in at number 4 because she's just not quite as impressive as the two of them were. She is very good though. Like I said, this was a really hard list to narrow down. But she starts off with a trait that says adjacent friendly characters with a lower point value and the Justice League keyword can use support. And friendly characters named Batman and Superman don't have to be adjacent or a lower point value. So pretty much the same thing that the other Trinity War super rares with Batman and Superman did, except they granted the Batman ally and the Superman ally team abilities. It'd be interesting if we ever got like a legacy card for this Wonder Woman, and that maybe they change that to grant the Wonder Woman ally team ability. I think that would be pretty cool to see. The support is really nice though. It actually does let you, play a couple cheap support figures with her that can actually heal her up if need be. But then she also has this other trait that says adjacent opposing characters that have been hit by Wonder Woman since the beginning of your last turn can't use Outwit, Perplex, or Probability Control. That's pretty awesome. Maybe not quite as good as it sounds, because I feel like most of the time after she hits somebody, they're not gonna have Outwit, Perplex, or Prob Control anymore. If she hits them off of it, if it was top dial. The Prob Control one and the Perplex one especially, if they perplex up their defense and they had Prob, she's still gonna have to hit through that, before she kind of turns them off. So, it can be helpful and it can be kind of useless sometimes, but it certainly is cool when you pull it off. But moving on, she has a special attack power that says Wonder Woman can use Super Strength. If Wonder Woman isn't holding an object and is adjacent to a square of blocking terrain, you may give her a free action to destroy that square of blocking terrain, and if you do, place a standard heavy object into that square. That's really awesome. I love seeing specials like this on people with super strength, because then you're not limited to just having a couple of objects flying around. You can just create your own out of the terrain. The only drawback there is it does have to be a square of blocking terrain. It can't be like a wall or anything. But still some really cool stuff you can do there. Free actions to destroy square blocking are always great. So you can hide behind it and then destroy it and charge through it. Is pretty nice. But anyway, then she has a special damage power that gives her, when she's targeted by a range attack that misses after resolutions, you may give the attacker an action token. If you can't, deal the attacker 1 unavoidable damage. That's actually a really good damage power. If they do miss her with a range attack, it's like a free in cap on them, or a potential free click of unavoidable damage. So they do have to be really careful when attacking her. But we'll just take a quick little look through her dial. So she starts with charge, 12 attack, 18 invincible, and 4 damage with the special attack and damage powers is really nice. Flight and Indom were always great. Again, Indom's not going to matter soon, but anyway, then she stays fairly consistent throughout. She keeps those special powers for quite a while there. She gets some sidestep close combat expert, and then she gets a little bit of regen at the end there, and then KOs. So pretty long dial, pretty good stats and powers throughout. She does have a 200 or 100 point starting line. She does do a lot of really cool stuff. So yeah, pretty good dial, pretty awesome powers. Like I said, the one trait with the Lasso of Truth thing sometimes didn't really do anything. I like the support trait because being able to heal each other is really nice. But now that there's going to be a Wonder Woman team ability, it would be really cool to get another version of this Wonder Woman that grants that team ability. Even though I'd still like to see the support because that can still be really helpful. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this is a really great Wonder Woman, and she also could have easily been number 1, but she's coming in at number 4. Coming in at number 3, Wonder Woman's for me is this one from the OP kit. I don't remember the name of it, if it even had one. This was one of the first OP kits I think they did, really. I've used this Wonder Woman probably more than any of the other ones on my list, which is kind of why it's coming in at number 3 for me. She is 180 points. She starts with a trait that gives her super strength, special movement power that gives her charge and sidestep, so she's quite agile. She has Superman ally and Mystic's team ability. Both very, very powerful team abilities. And then she has this awesome special defense power that says Wonder Woman can use combat reflexes when turning the dial, and this power is revealed. Stop turning the dial, and once per game you may roll a d6 and heal Wonder Woman equal to half the result. If you do, Wonder Woman can use Battle Fury, and this power can't be countered or ignored. Oh yeah, and then she had this team base effect for if she's on the team base. But this is a really good, basically a stop click before they invented the, stop key phrase thing. But the same thing, can't be countered basically means protected outwit, and can't be ignored is protected pulse wave. And the really cool thing was once you hit this, pretty sure based off the wording, you just roll for that like immediately. As soon as she hits this, you roll that die and you heal her up. So then they have to hit her again, and she's still got another stop click right there. So essentially 2 stop clicks at the end of her dial. So starting us off, she's got 8 movement with that charge sidestep special, 11 attack. Don't forget she's got traded super strength, 18 impervious, and 4 damage with outwit. That was one of the main reasons I love her. That outwit with the Superman team ability lets her see through stealth, so she can actually like outwit, that Batman hiding in stealth, and then charge him with a heavy object and then sidestep away or whatever. And then she gets hit. She got Mystic, so that's always nice to have. She gets some flurry there, so she can keep dealing tons of damage. Some blades. Get some combat reflexes. Hits that stop click, and then of course, you could potentially heal 2 or 3 clicks, and then gotta hit the stop click again, and then they gotta hit her to finish her off. So I really like this Wonder Woman for basically having 2 stop clicks and being able to outwit stealthy characters, and still being able to charge and sidestep, and traded super strength was really cool. So there's lots of really cool things I like about this Wonder Woman. Like I said, I probably use her the most of any of the other ones on my list. So for all those reasons, she's coming in at number 3. All right, coming in at number 2 is the rare Wonder Woman from the Superman and Wonder Woman set. 200 points, Mystic's team ability there, flight and dom, all that fun stuff. So taking a look at her card here. So she starts off with this really awesome trait, the odds are against me, that a lot of characters from this set had, that at the end of your turn, if Wonder Woman is given a non-free action this turn, and an opposing force has more characters on the map than your force, place an outnumbered token on this card, and you can give Wonder Woman a free action to remove 2 outnumbered tokens, and then she can make a close or range combat attack. Now, she doesn't have any range, but still a free close attack for removing 2 tokens. Basically, turn 1 you move up, turn 2 you charge in on something, and then by turn 3, she'd have to clear, but you can actually remove 2 tokens to make another attack, and then, then she can clear. It's kind of like she can keep going every turn, in a sense, because the turn she has to clear, you can just remove a token to make a close attack. So that's a really nice ability to have. Kind of like Colossal Stamina without having to take any damage for it. And then she has another trait that says Wonder Woman can't be targeted by outwit or probability control from opposing characters unless the targeting character has a higher point value or the deity keyword. So yeah, that's really awesome. Being protected, outwit, and opposing prob control is amazing. Unless they're higher points than her, which I doubt it because she's 200 points. Possible, clearly, but there's lots of characters that aren't going to be able to prob or outwit her unless they have the deity keyword. If they're lower points than her, they can have the deity keyword and still outwit her. But there's not a lot of those characters around either. So really good protection. And then she has this awesome special movement power that gives her charge, flurry, and sidestep. Gotta love that. Mystic's team ability as well is always cool. Then later on she gets a special attack power that says at the end of your opponent's turn, deal 1 penetrating damage to each character on that player's force within 2 squares of Wonder Woman that didn't make an attack that turn. So that's really cool. Anybody near her that didn't try to make an attack is going to take a damage for it. So it's really nice if you've already charged in on your opponent and you're fighting their big guys and they have another character 2 squares away that's just trying to perplex them up or something, and they're going to take damage because they're near her not attacking. So if they wanted to prevent that damage, they'd have to run their supports away or whatever. But the main thing is that she can charge flurry with a 10 movement. She also has sidestep, so that gives her a little bit more reach there. 12 attack with super strength and 4 damage. So potential 8 damage from a flurry can just demolish something. And then she's got quite a long dial here if I can click it. And then she's got quite a long dial here. She goes, keeps that same kind of thing for a click there and gets some blades. Gets some Battle Fury there. Goes down to Invuln. some close combat expert, and she gets that special attack power into some super senses, and then finally KOs. So yeah, like 9 clicks of health. So really strong Wonder Woman. She can deal out massive amounts of damage, and she can just keep going every turn with that with the outnumbered tokens. So for all those reasons, she's coming in at number 2. All right, now before we get to our number 1 pick, as always, we've got a few honorable mentions here. And there could be a ton more honorable mentions on this list, but I'm not going to sit here and talk about 10 other Wonder Womans. So starting us off here, I got the Batman animated series Wonder Woman. And these animated series ones just look so good. Like, they really nailed it on the sculpts to make it look just like the old show. So cool. I really like this one, you know, jumping through the air with the lasso. Looks super awesome. Now, she's only 75 points. She has a Justice League Unlimited trait that says at the beginning of the turn, roll a d6 on a result of 6. You can remove an action token from another friendly character that's 100 points or less with the Justice League keyword. So a lot of characters get that Justice League Unlimited trait in the JLU set. I really like her Lasso Snare, a special attack power that says power, choose an opposing character of the same size or smaller within 5 squares in line of fire, and then roll a d6. If the result is higher than the number of squares to that character, you may place them adjacent to Wonder Woman, and then on any result, she can make a close attack. So the cool thing about that is you could like sidestep next to somebody, attempt to lasso snare one of their other friendly guys way over here, and even if you roll too low to pull them in, you can still make a close attack on somebody else. Or you can do the old get over here and then punch that one. So it's a really fun special power. And then taking a look at her dial there, she's got sidestep, 11 attack, 4 damage, 17 invincible to start with, and some empower there as well. Flight and Indom, of course, JLI team ability, lots of cool stuff for 75 points. And I really wanted to put her on the list, but like I said, I really like playing higher point Wonder Womans. And then this next one, same thing, we have the animated JLU set, Justice League Unlimited. Now this one's the one from the starter. I will give another honorable mention to the main set one because it's almost just as good and has a lot of cool team-up cards too. But I really like this one. It has the founding members trait. So she gets speed +2, but only if your force has 4 or more friendly characters with the Justice League keyword. And then for all friendly characters that can use this trait, action total +1, but only if your force has 6 or more friendly characters with the Justice League keyword. So the fact that you can get a +1 action total and she just gets speed +2 forever is pretty awesome, especially because she starts with hypersonic speed. And then she has this really awesome magic lasso special attack power that says, when Wonder Woman hits with a range attack until your next turn, the hit target gains immobile and can't use damage powers. I just feel like that is so good, especially since you can play her at either 100 or only 40 points. So for 40 points, she basically has half the health and loses 1 on all of her stats, but keeps the exact same powers. So she's got hypersonic, 10 attack with that awesome immobilizing damage power, shutting off special attack power, 17 invincible and 3 damage with leadership. I really like her for that combo of the leadership and granting action total +1 if you have 6 or more Justice League characters, because then for only 40 points, she's giving you +2 actions for your whole team, which is just so nice. And that 9 movement hypersonic with the +2 speed becomes 11. So really long reach there to hit somebody and then immobilize them and shut off their damage power. It's a really, really cool thing to do. And again, this is another one of those Wonder Womans that could have easily made the list or been number 1 even, just for how good she is for so little points. But like I've said a couple times already, I just like playing the higher point Wonder Womans. So if you have, you know, one of these type of Wonder Womans at number 1, I don't blame you at all. But the last one I want to take a look at here is actually the only really decent version of Wonder Woman we have from the movies. I mean, sculpt looks pretty good. They do a good job on those movie looks too. But this one has charge and flurry for her special attack power. She's only 105 points, which, you know, not too bad there. Pretty decently costed Wonder Woman. Nothing else special about her, really, just the fact that she has charge, flurry, blades with an 11 movement and 11 attack and some 18 defense with invulnerable and 3 damage with Battle Fury. Battle Fury is really nice to have for all those pesky shape change characters. And then we'll just take a quick couple clicks through her dial there. So you can kind of see she gets some charge quake. And yeah, some flurry there again at the end. Again, decently long dial for the points as well. And yeah, just a really cool version from the movie. Again, lots of other really awesome versions of Wonder Woman, but without further ado, let's get to our number 1 pick. All right, and lassoing in the number 1 spot for me is the Harley Quinn and the Gotham Girls Chase Wonder Woman. Now this Wonder Woman's pretty awesome for only 125 points. Honestly though, one of my favorite sculpts from Wonder Woman. I don't know why, just the paint job looks really good. The battle pose looks really awesome. Just one of my favorite looking Wonder Womans. I don't know, looks really awesome. But anyway, so she has some really cool traits here. Starting us off, she has always been a goddess of truth. Opposing characters within 6 squares and lower points can't use outwit. So similar to the number 1 pick, she couldn't be targeted with outwit from lower point characters. But this kind of protects her whole team, in a sense, from anybody trying to outwit within 6 squares of her, so long as they're lower points. And she's 125 points. So again, that's a pretty high point value. You don't usually have to worry about characters going over that in today's game. Sometimes you do, so you have to be careful, but still a very handy power to have. Another really cool trait that says never give up. When a friendly character is 50 points or more is KO'd, give her a determination token, and when Wonder Woman would be KO'd, if she has 1 or more determination tokens, instead turn her to click number 8 and remove all determination tokens, and then heal her that many clicks. So, and we'll just take a quick look there. The fact that she turns to number 8 and then heals based on the tokens removed means she could easily heal, you know, to click 7 or 6 and have another like 3 clicks of life in her there. So it's pretty nice to have. It's basically kind of like a stop click without being a stop click. And the fact that, you know, if you play it right, you can kind of get that off 2 or 3 times if you kind of sacrifice your other characters to run out there and maybe get killed a little bit before she charges in there. She could rack up a couple tokens and then maybe back up and have somebody else go sacrifice themselves so she can charge back in with another determination token just in case. You know, it just kind of depends how if your opponent's not paying attention to that, they might have to try and kill her like 3 or 4 times. But then she also has this nice special attack power that says modify damage +2 when attacking only characters with the deity keyword, and opposing characters with the deity keyword modify damage -2 when attacking Wonder Woman. So that's really awesome. I love the fact that that just feels really like Wonder Woman-y. You know, she goes up against so many gods all the time and everything. She'd be more used to fighting them and killing them, really. So the fact that she starts off with a 12 attack, 4 damage exploit weakness means that if she does happen to go against any deities, she's going to hit them for 6 penetrating damage. And that's just pretty crazy. I feel like for 125 points, this is a really, really good dial. 9 movement charge with that 12 attack, 18 impervious, 4 damage exploit. Then she gets some sidestep precision strike and close combat expert. And then she gets some blades and battle fury at the end. Honestly, I wish she had a little flurry on those last 2 clicks. Would have been really cool. But even without some flurry on the last 2 clicks, she has a really solid dial. Really good attack values the whole way down, and defense values and damage values. Just really strong, able to do a lot of damage, especially to deities. And I really love the fact that she can kind of protect the whole team from outwit as long as she's within 6 squares of them. And that never give up thing does give her even more survivability, which is really cool. And like I said, one of my favorite looking sculpts too. So for all of those reasons, for me, she's coming in at number 1. Alright, so that's going to do it for this top 5 list. As always, let me know in the comments what your favorite versions of Wonder Woman are, as well as nominating another character for a future top 5 list. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button, and don't forget to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help support the channel even more, links in the description for the Patreon. You can check that out and see your name here in the credits with all of our awesome Patreon supporters. So yeah, a huge thank you to all of our Patreon supporters, and that's going to do it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, this has been Heroclix Headquarters, signing off.